the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mexico. Turn up. Check 3. On. Check 31. Check 31. Check 26. Check 26. Check 61. Matchbox lights. Sign 40. Easy. Alert.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Hey, Steve 6.
On 1st down, Darnold. Caught here by Bell. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Right there. 54, right there.
From the gun on third down, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Darnold from the gun. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw is Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
58, come on. Stop your whining. Jim. Topper.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Caught here by Conley. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Here we go, D. All day defense, all day.
Now Bell. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs, we still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Locke. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Darnold. Flush to his right. Able to locate his running back, open downfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tackles.
Off of play action. Locke. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now their last two drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page. When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Darnold now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Conley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
First and 10, 37-yard line.
They run with Hines. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats from yesterday's action. On first down, Hines. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 31, Luck. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now Bell. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, that's good. That's good.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's...
He's got it at the 15. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Darnold. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
They'll give this to Bell running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. As the first half is winding down. And the Jets will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that will get them one closer.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
11 Z. 57 the mic. 57. Five.
Throwing is locked. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A shotgun snap for Love. Looking deep downfield. They got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, Echo.
On first down, Love. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, crease moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll go again with Bell. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Alert.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Campbell making the catch. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Hines. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. To try again after the sack. Luck. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jets will take over first and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Here's Bell. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that fourth to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
It's going to be a long day.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Bell. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. To throw on second and 6. Darnold. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. On 1st and 10, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw, Locke. Looking for Campbell down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Again, it's Bell. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Now a first down carry by Bell. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 20-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
Check 43. 80 weapon.
After the interception, it's Love. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack on first down, Luck to the right side to Eric Ebron. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Single receiver. First down.
Call.
1st and 10 at the
Go team,
25-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Locke. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on second down. Luck. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Recon, 132 fighter. 57, 11B. Hey, Alpha. Go ahead, go.
Again, Luck. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.